All right, guys, good evening. Devang here from the Financial Analyst. A very warm welcome to you all. And it's Wednesday, 11 o'clock, 14 minutes in the night. First of all, I apologize for coming so late. I was busy with work, just got done, had my dinner, and this is the least I can do for you. Create these small videos and assisting you and guiding you how we can work in the markets for the coming days. So I welcome you to this post-market analysis and how we can plan the markets. What can we expect in the markets on Thursday, which is 6th of May 2021, weekly expiry. So want to discuss a couple of things. Before I do that, just want to share something very exciting for me. On 29th April, which was last Thursday, we touched 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. And today, after 6 days, we are currently on 10,900 subscribers. So we got 900 additions of new people who are following us in the last 6 days. And that is so good. Trust me, today I was just seeing all of this and I was so happy. The love that we're getting from you is so brilliant. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart. It means a lot to me. The enormous support that we've seen in the last couple of days shows us that the work that we're doing is enjoyed by you, is respected by you, and that's the most I want. And if you all remember that video post-market analysis last night, that was a record breaker for me in the sense that I said we made a good video, and on that video I had no dislike. So obviously I know someone is going to dislike that now after watching this video, but I was shocked to see we had about 800 odd likes on that video. There was zero dislike. And I was just astonished. I was just shocked. And this means a lot. This means so much to me and the team. Just want to thank you once again, from the bottom of my heart. Let's get started with the analysis. It's already too late. I don't want to waste too much of your time, but the credit is due. This is the least I can do for the community who show so much love to us. And if you're supporting us every single day through thick and thin, this is the least I can do for you. Create these small videos, assisting you, giving you the direction that you need, that I understand. Let's talk about today. We talked about the 16-day cycle on May 5, failed, right? It literally failed. And there's nothing wrong about it. I accept it. Do you know what's the biggest, most difficult thing in life? You can let me know in the comments. I have a lot of people who are more experienced than me in life, more elder to me, but I've realized something, and this is what my family tells me. I'm a very good listener. The most difficult thing in life is to accept defeat, is to accept your mistakes and take those and move on. It happens in the markets. A lot of times you take a trade in the market, that trade does not go right. You keep on sitting in that trade, hoping that God maybe turns that trade around, gives you the profit that you need. But the trade, according to technicals, according to levels, has already gone wrong. The most difficult thing is to accept defeat, to accept that you were wrong and move on. Take that defeat and get stronger, come back stronger. This is the biggest thing. And most of the people, even I used to do this when I was young, most of us, what we do is when we face defeat, let's say I do a loss in the market, I will not blame myself. I will blame others. Nahi yaar, aaj to, they were so volatile, RBI meeting came, all of that. I'm not here to do all of that. I accept that something went wrong on May 5th. It didn't work. But if you saw my video till the end, do you think the analysis worked? I'll ask you a very simple question. If you saw yesterday's video till the end, at the 24th minute, I gave you a couple of conditions. If you remember that video, I said a couple of things. I said we have a date on May 5. This means that I'm expecting markets to be trending. I'm expecting markets could come to 14,350, 14,200. However, please mark my words, you can always see that video again. However, there are some conditions attached. Number one. Number two, you have to be a chameleon if things don't work out that way. What I'm trying to say is yesterday we decided we will go short in the market when? I gave you so many conditions. I'm going to make you listen to a message that we sent on Telegram. Last night at 1:30 a.m. I sent a voice message on Telegram. I hope you listened to that voice message because last night again and again I came and I gave you hints what you have to do wherever the market's open. I gave you so many circumstances because see, you cannot be so adamant that tomorrow is 5th May, it has to fall. Some people did that. People who were smart didn't do that. I said also in the morning, you have to observe. What do you have to observe? How fast does 14,400 break? How fast does 14,350 break? They never got broken. Some people, what they did is they saw this video again. They never listened to what I said in the video, and they just went short in the morning. Made some profits, but some people also made loss because they kept on sitting in shorts. And during the midday, I said all SLs or shorts have been hunted. Don't carry shorts. Tomorrow we can expect gap up. All these things were said in the day. When we saw the trade was not working out, when we saw that the RBI address was a very big boon for the market, people were expecting that, especially the healthcare sector. I gave a hint also, IT pharma looking very strong, and pharma has outperformed today. Because of the RBI focus on pharma sector, the investment wants to give to the pharma sector, things worked out for pharma. And pharma is doing exceptionally well. So I sent this voice note, give it a minute and listen to this, because now when you listen, you'll realize what happened today. You'll realize the mistakes if you have done something, and you will realize what I had said last night. This is the voice note I sent at 1:30 a.m.
Hi guys, Devang here. One late night update which is just running in my mind, and I feel I will not do justice if I don't tell you that. Tomorrow, eyes have to be on HDFC Bank, Reliance, two heavyweights, and they will decide what markets will do. Forget whatever videos I've done. They all are great ideas, but you have to focus on reality. HDFC Bank, Reliance. 1900 is great support on Reliance. HDFC Bank, 1360. Tomorrow you have to see where they open at 9 o'clock and 8 minutes. Do not focus on anything, just focus on where they open. If they're opening gap up, both of these stocks, that will restrict big downfall in Nifty and Nifty Bank. However, if these guys are...
Did you understand? I said this. I said at 9 o'clock, 8 minutes. What you have to observe is where they are opening. I said, yes, it is 5th of May. I understand that. I am ready in shorts. We had carried Axis shorts. But I said that if the market opens gap up, HDFC Bank, you can see it's a gap up. What did I say? It will restrict further movements on the downside. I made it clear. Same was the case with Reliance. Reliance didn't open flat. It opened small gap up. You can see charts of Reliance also. Reliance today, what's the first candle? Yes, you can see Reliance also today opened gap up. This was yesterday's closing 1916. Today you opened at 1922 gap up. And I said if it's a gap up, this is not going to work. The 16-day cycle of the fall is not going to work. You can keep doubting and say you gave a date, it didn't work. I gave you conditions. If they happen, it would have worked. But again, I accept it. If you made a loss, I apologize for that. And we will come back stronger. We are giving you ideas every single day. And I'm sure with us, you will recover if you have lost something. Another thing I said on that same video last night, I want you to listen because I want to see the precision that I gave. These were the conditions given. If you followed them, you would not have been in a loss today. Or as you saw, a lot of people make really good profit today. Listen to what I had to say yesterday.
And if you get a big gap up or a gap up, that will, as I said, leave a doji candlestick. When I say doji, it means very simple. You will come down. So markets will give you one more chance. Please mark these words. They are very important. You will see how crucial they are. If you get a gap up and if you are in a short position, don't immediately exit. Why? Because first market from that gap up will again come to yesterday's closing, today's closing. Matlab, it will try to give you cost to cost, but then take that cost to cost. Forget this video exists. For this video to work, I need market to open flat or a small gap down. That's the prerequisite. That's the prerequisite. That's the condition.
Did you hear that? I mean, I made it clear. I said for this video to work, for the 16-day cycle to work, I have a prerequisite. I have a condition. You have to open flat or a small gap down. And today, and I made it very clear. Even on Telegram, I'll show it to you. I reminded you. I said, even if you open gap up, don't exit shorts. It will give you one more chance to exit. Come cost to cost, small profit, then take it. But do not exit at a loss at the top. And that's exactly what happened. If I show you also a message on Telegram, I hope you will remember this. Now you will understand what I exactly said. And today markets were so volatile, which I'll come to in a bit. And this is what I said. Please listen. Yeah, at 9:25, we opened gap about 200 points in Bank Nifty. And then I still said all traders who have initiated Axis shorts yesterday will be still in 2-3 points profit, which is a good 5,000 rupees profit per lot. And I said, please take a decision now for yourself. Do you want to go out with a small profit, or do you have the appetite to stay longer? I alerted you. What exactly we discussed in the video last night, it happened. Why didn't markets fall? Condition is not satisfied. I hope things made sense. And you can see even the charts, if I show you of Nifty and Bank Nifty, exactly that happened. I'll show Bank Nifty chart, 15-minute chart. You opened gap up, you exactly came, you can see somewhere around yesterday's low, you came there and then you bounced back. Exactly what we discussed. Nothing different. HDFC Bank gap up, Reliance gap up. That's why movements on the downside were restricted. Nifty Bank gap up. Obviously, you will get one more chance. You will take support. And I said what? You will make an indecisive candle today. If you open gap up, you will make an indecisive candle today. These were my words. If you see, it's called a doji. And today you can see, not a doji was made, but you can see an indecisive candle. It is called a hammer, but you can't say it's a hammer, because hammer happens after a downtrend, something like this at the lows. This is a sort of a hammer theoretically, but you can say it's an indecisive candle. Same was the case with Nifty also. Nifty method, it is quite clear. It's a doji, indecisive candle. And I made it so pinpoint clear. If you open gap up, you will come down to the closing. You will come down to the low and then you will go up. And today's Nifty low, you can see, is 14,506. Yesterday's closing, 14,498. We just came there. So I was pinpoint in my analysis, and people who were in shorts, they exited. Some people stayed. I hope you learned from what I said. And this is a good learning for you in the future also, that when these things happen, you should know what to do. Always remember, market gives you one more chance. No matter what position you're in. Let's say you are in a short tomorrow. Tomorrow market looks a little bit bullish. So market will give you one more chance to exit. It always does, but it's up to you. Recognize that chance and exit at small loss or cost to cost. But then don't be greedy when that chance is given to you. That's exactly what I want to say today. So talking about Telegram, and then I'll talk about the data and all. Today markets were extremely volatile. And I think that today's market was one of the most volatile markets I've seen in the recent past. I made it very clear. And the best thing I've said is, every day, someone or the other comments on my video and says, see, tomorrow will be trending. Tomorrow will be trending. For the last 3 days, volatility has slayed. Volatility has slayed option buyers. It's killed you. It literally has. It's made people bonkers. And I told you from the start of the week, this week is going to be so volatile. The best decision will be what? To not trade. And people who are not trading are sitting happily. Think about it. What has happened in the last 3 days? People tell me FOMO is coming, but what is the FOMO like? If I ask you, last 3 days, Friday, where did we close? 14,630. Today, where are we? What's the high? 14,630. We are exactly where we were on Friday. Nothing is lost. Forget FOMO. I said these words. You will always tell me this entire week, FOMO is coming, FOMO is coming, I'm missing the fall, I'm missing the rally. What is FOMO? 3 days have gone in the market, still you are where you were on Friday. I hope things are making sense. I hope, and people have taken that advice not to trade. And I get so many messages on Instagram and on YouTube also that thank you for not letting us trade this week. So I appreciate that. It's all about discipline. So coming to the Telegram messages, today the RBI governor, I wasn't aware of this last night. I think it was decided today morning. I'm not sure. So basically a lot of requests were coming in by the banks, PSUs, private sector banks for, allowing restructuring of loans, for allowing another moratorium. Couple of reasons for that I'll tell you later. But because of that, RBI governor came live in the market at 10 o'clock. It's his go-to time. And because of that, volatility went massive. Even if you were in that Axis Bank short, you opened at around 712, Axis Bank gave you intraday low of 700. It did give you that chance. I hope people booked it there. I kept on booking at every dip, but I eventually also booked a loss. I booked some loss on Axis Bank. When markets are falling, I kept on booking, but as you know, I have 36,000 quantities. So eventually I was holding some quantity in the, in the conscience that maybe the fall happens. But eventually on the last part of the, about 7,000-8,000 quantity, I did have to book a loss when markets came around 713, 714 on Axis. And I alerted everyone. I said that, volatility is extreme. Be careful. I said that, no trade from my counter. Please try to sit out. We will see no clarity. try to sit out. And I said pharma will be in focus today after RBI measure. I hope this message has helped you. A lot of people have commented on yesterday's video that thank you for this message. I also said later pharma and IT both will be in focus. We gave you the levels for today, and you can see when these levels broke, you got a great upside on Bank Nifty as well as Nifty. I said that Nifty, IT, Nifty, pharma will be in focus, and later at 1 o'clock, when before that big move happened, which drove Nifty Bank towards the highs, we told everyone that please exit now. All SLs of shorts have been hunted. So, when we give this advice with a heavy heart, if you are still in a short, because everyone on my Telegram cannot be in long or in short in one position. Someone will be in long, someone will be in short. So if you are getting hunted, you need to exit. I wrote this very sincere message. I said, guys, please understand. If you are in trades, whether it's long or short, and if you don't have conviction in that trade, please try to exit intraday. And you have to do this for this entire week. Because as I said, this week is going to be filled with heavy volatility. It's better to sit out with cost to cost or small loss rather than waiting and looking at SGX Nifty the entire night and being stressed about the positions that you're holding. Because every single day, markets try to show you something, but the other day the gap up, gap down ruins it. For example, what happened today? Markets showed you that they want to break down. It was quite clear. You were below 14,500. FII selling 3,000 crores every single day. Markets were hinting we want to break down. But today, gap up happened. Trade was gone. Volatile trade. Markets are purposely doing that. Today, today something interesting has happened. Today, FIIs, DIIs both have sold in the cash market. I am surprised with what's really happening. There is volatility, and I'm telling you, same weak option buys are going to get slayed. You like it or not, you want to do it, it's up to you. But I said always, Himalaya tells you always, same weak option players are going to get slayed. If you are a scalper, good. But if you are not a scalper, you will get ruined. You will become bankrupt. You will blow your account. And I will get a message from either one of you saying that what to do now, I've blown my account. Please understand. Please understand. Risk, safety comes first. Safety in the market always comes first. And this is the market not to mess around with. Today, did you see the volatility? I was so surprised to see the volatility today. See what happened. I'll show a 5-minute chart. People love to trade 5-minute chart. Let me show you a 5-minute chart. See what happened. See the stop out has been done. You got one breakdown over here, right? People must have gone short. They got stopped out. This was that 10 o'clock candle when RBI governor came live. In about 1 minute or 2 minutes, markets from 14,600 came to 14,500 in 1 minute. What a volatile day. And you are telling me that if you went short, let's say went short here, markets, and you can see market just reversed out. SLs were gone. If you were long at this point of time, SL was gone. It's volatile. And then you can see somewhere over here, markets gave you a breakout, right? It failed again. Somewhere over here, you can see at this point of time, market again gave you a breakdown. People got another hope. It failed again. Such volatility. And see the extent of the candles. So many wicks. See the amount of wicks that you're getting. Not a clean chart. You can see over here after this fell. See this. See the wicks that are falling. It was not an easy market. If you made a loss today because of what you've done, it's not because of you. It's because of the condition, the situation of the market that you're in. My suggestion will be try to adopt stock-specific approach, because that's exactly what the FIIs have been doing. That's exactly what the retailers have been doing. If you see the data, I'll show you the data in some time. People, the players, the big participants are playing in stock futures. And you see that BAIL is a good example. Oil and energy is a good example. Pharma, you can see is a good example. Nifty Bank isn't doing anything much. It's just that euphoria we have that we want to trade every day Nifty Bank. It's just that euphoria that you have. But if you find good stocks to trade and you trade in those stocks, you will be safe from that bigger market volatility. So try to take that advice. Before I forget, one stock that I feel could be good in the coming days is ITC. I'm pretty adamant about it. And why am I saying it? Because we have a very, very small stop loss. If you are a positional trader or a long-term investor or holding for a month or so, then your stop loss in ITC could come at 196. Below this, stopped out wick. But if you are probably an intraday player or something, intraday I'm not recommending any position. But if you are a short term, like a 1, 2 day, 3 day guy who wants to take trade in ITC, you are at a very, very good support. 200 is a big round number. It's always failed to break that. And if it breaks down, that's going to be a big fall that we'll see. But I don't think that should happen. Tomorrow ITC, it could be ITC's day. Tomorrow, maybe day after, could be ITC's day, could be this sector's day. And I want you to observe ITC. If ITC breaks today's high, you could see a good movement on the upside on ITC. Today's high, or you can say if it goes above 202.5 also. But for that to happen, you need a gap up or a flattish opening. You can't say market opens gap down, then you will break. Then ignore the idea. I always give you conditions. Tomorrow, if ITC gives a small gap up or something, or if it opens above 202.5, then this trade could be triggered. For a short-term trader, SLs could come at 198. For a positional far away trader, SLs could come at 196. Accordingly, you can decide. I've given you an idea, but always use your own minds. Always consult your advisors. Hopefully, you will make money on this trade. Let's see. Now, coming back to the data, let's not waste too much time. Today's market was extraordinary in that sense, but let's not waste too much time now. I want to talk about the data today. So as I said, FIIs and DIIs both have sold in cash markets. However, the data that's come to me for today, 5th of May, is sideways to bullish. And we are changing views every day. That's something. Before I have a screenshot to share. Just give me 1 second. I wanted to show you what people send us so that you know that people actually do read our. I always read comments. What you all write. I always read every comment. And I got this comment from one of our esteemed clients of our architect program. And he said this, right now he sent this message on the video. He said, in the last you said, if the market opens gap up, don't panic to exit. Market will again come down till yesterday closing. And the same thing happened today. So people do use it. Whatever I say, people do use it. There are amateurs who just come to my videos for calls. So please, always when you are watching me, watch the full video. You will learn something new, and I'm sure you'll profit from it. And let's see if we can touch 11,000 tomorrow. I'm at 10,900 right now. Let's touch 11,000 tomorrow. If you're enjoying the video, if you're liking what we do, click on the like button, comment, subscribe if you're new, share it with your friends so people can learn. And you all know the formalities. So don't worry. Today I will say good night because it's night. A lot of people have been laughing about every day when I say good night. Because and I was surprised to see so many people are watching my videos till the end. So what I'm doing is, for those who are new, in the afternoons I would make videos and I would say good night in the end, just to see how many people watch the video till the end, and then they would comment, sir, why did you say good night? And I said this is to know that how many people watch it till the end. So it's a very subtle way of asking and a subtle way of doing things. But I'm glad of so many comments I got. Extraordinary. As I said, I couldn't be happier. You are my family, and I will always love you no matter what. If you want to get connected with me, Instagram is the way. We have our official channel on Instagram, The Financial Analyst. That's the best medium that you could use to connect with us. So let's talk about the data now. In the data, see what's happened. If I look at the stock futures, the figure of clients are unchanged. 2,000-3,000. I don't see that as a big difference. So that is unchanged. But however, of the FIIs, they've gone along on 7,000-8,000 more stock futures. That's a bullish thing. So through stock futures, I've always told you stock futures don't lie. That's a good thing that I see from the data. If I look at the index puts, FIIs have reduced puts considerably, about 20,000 contracts. That's a bullish signal. They think markets maybe could not, maybe for tomorrow could not go down, for the expiry tomorrow could not go down. And this is one thing. And clients, people like you and me, we were short on puts, 1.5 lakh, and we are now starting to buy puts. So we reduced our shorts. So means we are becoming bearish by 70,000 contracts. So if we are becoming bearish, means FIIs are buying, HNIs are buying, and that is what we need. That is what we need. That means that the big players are becoming bullish. That is what the market needs. Always be hopeful. I hope market does come back up. And we have a lot of equity investments. So when markets fall, we do suffer to that extent. If you look at the index calls, FIIs are holding their 92,000 calls. Yesterday it was 93,000, so it's come down 1,000 calls. Again, that does not matter. It's still a very good number. It's come up considerably from 3-4 days back, and you can see how clients, people like you and me, we have started exiting calls. So if we are becoming bearish and FIIs are becoming bullish, that again shows me that markets again could come up. So all these figures are good. If you look at the index futures, however, I see lack of participation. I don't know why that is happening, but I see lack of participation. That's why I'm saying try to go for a stock specific approach. Please also remember tomorrow is weekly expiry. Weekly expiries are days, as I always say, not for amateurs. You will see illogical movements on any kind of expiry. Hero zero trades. I will try to give you a hero zero trade tomorrow, but please remember, if I do give you hero zero trade means you have to either let it run as a winner, we take 100% profits, or we have no stop loss, we take it as zero. And my advice is we will take that trade maybe around 12:30. I will let you know in our Telegram. So if you haven't really joined our Telegram yet, the Telegram page name is The Financial Analyst. You could always search TFA Investments. So quick thing about hero zero trades. We always take hero zero trades on an index, or on an index only, when let's say on the same week expiry of basically at the money kind of position, so that the premiums are around 15 to 20 on Nifty and 50 to 80 on Bank Nifty. If you are exceeding those premiums, you can't do a hero zero trade because you have a lot to lose. When you're taking 20 on Nifty, that's only a 1,500 loss. So hero zero is only meant for that person who has some idle capital, who wants to give it a try, who wants to give it a go. Please understand, hero zero trades are only for 2-3 lots, 4 lots. Do not exceed that, because hero zero means your capital could become zero. That's always a disclaimer I give you. Hero zero means that you could become zero. So if you are new in the market with a 10,000 capital, this is not for you. I hope you're understanding. Now, coming back to the data, I said FIIs are looking more focused on the stocks, and you can see that the index participation is not there. It's only a 4,000 contracts long. Hopefully, this figure comes up in the coming days. If that comes out, that will be a very, very good bullish signal. But you can see clients today have added index longs. So they have gone bullish again on index. They are increasing repeatedly, and this figure actually has gone up a lot. This is quite a big figure, 46,000 longs that they're holding this month on the index futures. So what does this tell me? Overall, as I said, the data is bullish. You are seeing good participation by the FIIs, but because of that index, I do see some kind of profit booking could come in the end. Some kind of because of expiry also, people take trades accordingly. They will do adjustments accordingly. So you will also get some kind of dip. That is what I'm saying. But it should be, I would say, my idea would be it should be a bullish to sideways day. Okay, so I will not be looking at a short opportunity tomorrow. When can I go short? I will explain to you through the charts. Please, one thing I want you to understand. One very, very important thing you have to understand is nowadays, every single day, for example, yesterday people said dark cloud cover 1 Nifty pay, let's go short. And today, because of gap up, things got spoiled. Right now, the closing is very strong, much better than the ATP, etc. But again, if markets could gap down, then this again gets spoiled. So I'm always saying 9 o'clock, 8 minutes, you still have to watch HDFC Bank. You still have to watch Reliance, because they are still very close to their crucial supports, number one. Number two, you have to observe opening of Nifty and Bank Nifty. Even last night, SGX Nifty was quite low. You all remember SGX Nifty was down 100 points. And eventually US markets and all recovered. Right now also you can see SGX Nifty is at highs showing you a gap up. But again, as I said, SGX Nifty parties in the night, wakes up with a hangover. Things could change in the morning. That's what I'm trying to say. So don't be very confident right now. I'm giving you some scenarios that you need to understand. I had told you earlier that below 14,700, you are going to face some pressure. That is for a positional basis. But on the intraday basis, right now we are looking very, very comfortable. I would say for tomorrow, if you don't go below 14,550, this is a very, very good support that I'm seeing. It's been tested multiple times. So I would say if you are above 14,550, you should maintain a buy on dip. You should maintain a buy on dip. I don't think you should try to keep on selling. It's up to you. If you're a scalper, that's totally up to you. But I would like to maintain a buy on dip. Even if you're above 14,600, it's a very good resistance now taken as support. I think we should be a good buyer on dip above these levels. However, if you are opening, let's say for some reason, something happens overnight, and if you're opening only somewhere gap down, then you could again start to see pressure. I'm giving you scenarios again. Play by the scenarios. Don't just blindly come and trade the very first candle. That's the least thing that I want from you in the markets. So please, the gap up, gap down is ruining every single good trade that we're seeing. Today we were expecting a great trend. It failed. Tomorrow we could see a trend. When I say a trend, it is expiry. So you will see a dual movement. But when I say trend, it could mean 300-400 point move in Bank Nifty could come. 100 point, 150 point move in Nifty could also come. It's just an idea that I have. But for that to happen, let's open, like a flattish or a small gap up. Let's try to do that. If that happens, then I will say maintain buy on dip and maintain on the bullish side. This is what I feel. Please always use your analysis, consult your advisors. So I will not become aggressive short unless until I am above 14,550. This is the markets. We have just broken out of this range. So the closing was strong, expecting a gap up tomorrow on technicals, on screen reading. First targets could be 14,700. This region has been a strong region. You all are aware of that. And if you start to close above 14,700, let's say for some reason, if you're closing above 14,700 tomorrow, it's going to be a great closing. And then again, 14,880 opens up. And you remember 14,880 is nothing but the flip level that we have. We might go short there. We will see at that point of time. But right now, the market suggests some kind of bullishness that's dropping in the market. So expiry may, it's an option seller day. Mostly on expiries, dojis are formed. The data suggests that hero zero should be done on the bullish side. That's what the data suggests. How would I trade it? A couple of things I would like. If you want to do a hero zero, I'll give you some scenarios. If they work out, let me know. That could happen in the market. So let's say tomorrow you open only gap up. Then I would say a lot of profits are gone overnight. So I will not be very interested in index tomorrow. If you get a very big gap up near 14,700, then a lot of movements are gone. So observe price action then. When I say price action, then see what happens. Do you consolidate here and then break out, or you break down? Accordingly, you trade. The best scenario will be you open a flattish or a small gap up, and you can see first 5 minutes are going up. You can come on the buying side, and I think you can see 14,700. Another thing that could happen is, let's say you open flattish, but you are not able to go up and the markets are consolidating like that. Anything could happen, right? Because you are seeing lots of pressure is coming in. If you want to take a hero zero, this could be a really, really good example for you. Let's say tomorrow markets in the first 3-4 hours does nothing. But around 11:30, when that lunch zone starts, it starts to consolidate maybe at these levels that it's right now at 650 levels. Then you could take something like a 14,700 call option for hero zero, or a 14,650 call option for hero zero. Why? Because data is suggesting me to do that. Data says that market should try to come up tomorrow. So if markets don't come up in the morning hours, you can expect a good move in the evening session. That's just one advice I want to give you. But if it already comes up in the morning, then I would say the move is gone. Then this hero zero will not play out. So what could be the range? Range could be, immediate range could be 14,700 to 14, obviously 550. This could be an immediate range. But again, if 14,700 is broken, you will start to see good pressure also on the upside in the markets. If I talk about Bank Nifty, you can always correlate Nifty with Bank Nifty. You can see today we got something like a ascending triangle breakout on Bank Nifty. It moved in the range, so a great closing on Bank Nifty. The first target obviously on the upside is the round number 33,000. Observe where you open tomorrow. If you are opening, I would say anywhere above 32,750, you should be fine. I think, a very small, if I have to give you a small range, markets could try to hover between this range. And as long as you are above 32,600, I think you are fine. Why 32,600? Because you can see that, number one, we have a good trend line here. I'll talk about that also. I've already given you these levels. So you can see over here that markets have made this range today and it's just broken out today. So this supports 32,500, 32,600. They are very, very important. So as long as you are above that, I would say maintain a buy on dip stance in the market. For intraday 1-2 days, you could start to see higher levels. The biggest hurdle tomorrow will be 33,000. And for this to break, you have to open somewhere over here. And if you open somewhere over here, then this area becomes support, 32,700, 33,000 becomes resistance. And once 33,000 breaks, what I would like is that in the morning hours, you give a good move of 200 points and then you start to consolidate here. Why? Because it's a good, strong number. And maybe at 12:30, we could take a hero zero, and then we could aim for targets of 33,200 also, 250 levels also. So I'm expecting market to be sideways to bullish, and I would love the market to be sideways in the afternoon time, so I could take a hero zero. These are my ideas. I will maintain a buy on dip. If you are a seller, let's say you want to short the market, I've already told you, if you open flattish or gap up, please don't short aggressively because you'll be against the market. However, as you all already know, if you are opening gap down, if you're opening gap down and if you break this trend line, if you start to come below 32,600, then you could start a short trade. It's basically like something that happened today. We planned to go short, but market gave gap up. For tomorrow also, we are planning to go long, but market gives gap down. So basically, whoever went long in the last 30 minutes, they get trapped. They will panic. Why could we go short then? If a big gap down happens near 32,600, we could go short because people who went long in the last couple of minutes, they will panic because they'll have an immediate loss. They will get trapped, false breakout, and then you could expect some good selling in the market. So keep these points in mind. Right now, global markets are looking resilient. Europe is up about 2%. Things are looking fine till now. I hope you have a good day tomorrow. Be safe. It's a weekly expiry, and I'll give you the support on Telegram. And I hope you enjoyed the video. That's all for now. Good night. Thank you so much.